Hello, dear students. Today I'm going to continue chapter 2 civics, that healthcare and equality. Our topic will be healthcare and equality. In this, you have to understand what do you mean by healthcare and equality. Is healthcare services has been available for all in our country? So we will understand this in this topic. Is adequate healthcare facility available to all? Adequate healthcare facility is not available to all the country. Only 20% of the population can afford all the medicine that they required during illness. In India, we face the situation where private services are increasing, that public services are not increasing that much. Private services are concentrated in urban areas. These all are increasing in urban area cities. The cost of the service is higher. Medicines are expensive. Everybody cannot afford that. Poor people are not provided with the basic necessities like drinking water, adequate housing, clean surroundings, etc. And we can say without any doubt that adequate healthcare is not available to all in our country. The reason is that private services are increasing, but public services are not. As a result, public services are mainly available to people, but these services are concentrated in urban areas, and already we have discussed, and it is very expensive. Poor people hardly afford them whenever there is illness in the family. It's very difficult for them to afford the private services. They either borrow money or sell some of their assets to pay for the expenses. Thus, medical expenses cause great hardship for the poor. Therefore, they avoid to go to a doctor unless it is very urgent. It has been found that women are not taken to a doctor in a prompt manner. Their health concerns are easily ignored. Many tribal areas have a few health centers and they do not run properly. So you can see these health centers are for the richer only, and poor cannot afford that. In next slide, you can see the experience of Kerala and Costa Rican approach. The Kerala experience is that the Kerala experience in 1996, the Kerala government allocated 40% of the total Kerala budget to the panchayats. This made it possible for a village to make sure that proper planning was done for water, food, women's development, and education. Health centers were also improved. So, in this, you can understand that was a major change in 1996. It gave about 40% of the entire state budget to the panchayat so that they could plan and provide for their requirements. This made it possible for a village to make sure that proper planning was done for the food, water, women's development, and education. Already we have discussed. In this better way, water supply schemes were checked, the working of schools and Anganwadis were ensured, and specific problems of the village were taken up. Health centers were also improved. In spite of all these efforts, some problems such as shortage of medicines, insufficient hospital beds, not enough doctors still exist, and these are needed to be solved. Now, next is the Costa Rican approach. In Costa Rica, it is in South America, is considered to be one of the healthiest countries in Central America. Several years ago, Costa Rica took a decision not to have an army. This helped the Costa Rican government to spend the money that the army would have used on health, education, and other basic needs of the people, the Costa Rican government provides basic services and amenities to all Costa Rican people. In this, you can understand that Costa Rica, considered to be one of the healthiest countries in South America, the Costa Rican government gave much importance to the health centers or health facilities for the citizens. It took an important decision and decided not to have an army. In this way, it saved money and began to spend this money on health. They spend the money on health of the people of the particular country and education and other basic needs of the people. The Costa Rican government believes that a country has to be healthy for its development and pays a sincere attention to the health of its people. One main reason for the success of this system is the large involvement of mid level workers who effectively extend health programs to remote areas. Therefore, they are much cheaper than doctors. It provides all the basic services and amenities to all the people of the country. It provides safe drinking water, sanitation, nutrition, and housing. By this, health education has been made an important part of the education, and at all levels, students are provided knowledge about health. That was a great difference about the Kerala experience and Costa Rican approach. They spend most of the money on education and on health. So I think this chapter will be clear to all the students. So thank you very much.